information to other side, I am making mention of item number 1, Lordship. This matter relates to that encounter issue of
Yes.
Barak Valley, Lordship.
Yes.
Due to some technical reasons, we could not complete the filing yesterday. By 12 o'clock, we are filing it, and we have already given an advance copy to them also. They have to go through it because it is quite bulky, and Lordship will also have to go through it. So may I pray that the matter may be taken up. My prayer is for Monday, but they have some difficulty on Monday. So Wednesday.
I'll be out of station Monday, and Tuesday I'll be back. So can it be on Wednesday?
That is 7th.
But what about the body, dead body?
There's another extension of days, Lordship, till 7th.
Just because the dead body is
Yes.
lying, can I ask you that will it be appropriate to have it a second opinion from the AIMS at Guwahati?
Absolutely. At this stage, no, Lordship. That will be like considering that our men are not competent enough.
No, it's not a question of competency. We are not questioning the competency.
Let the matter be heard then, Lord, whatever appropriate order, Lord. Or if it can be taken up today also at maybe 12 o'clock, will be.
No, they'll have to be given an opportunity of going
Second opinion, Lordship, I have serious objection. That will open up a gate. In fact, we have got final opinion. Everything is there in our report.
Okay.
Very elaborate report is there, Lordship.
Okay. Miss D. Ghosh, learned counsel for the petitioners is present. Mr. D. Saikia, learned Advocate General, assisted by Mr. D. Nath, learned Senior Government Advocate, has submitted that the affidavit in opposition is being filed in course of the day today. First off. Next paragraph. The court is of the opinion that some time should be granted to the petitioners to go through it. First off. Accordingly, having noted that the dead body of 3 deceased are still lying in the morgue at SMCH, the appropriate authorities of the state and the SMCH Silchar shall preserve the body for detailed passing of the further orders on the next date of listing. Next paragraph, list on. It will be
7th.
7/8/2024.
Highly obliged.
Do you have to say, Mr. Nath, that the copy be transmitted by you, or you'll do it?
The copy, if it is uploaded,
Okay.
I'll just send it.
The learned Senior Government Advocate shall transmit a downloaded copy of this order to the competent authorities.
Yes.
Highly obliged.
Item number 26, my lord. In this case, my LCR has been received, my lord, but today, my lord, I have some difficulty, my lord. So that matter may be taken next week, my lord.
Okay.
Hello.
Item 26. 26, my lord.
26. Say, on the both says a representative on the prayer made by Sansu.
Obliged. May it please, Lordship. Lordship, I beg to mention item number 14, 16, and 18, Lordship.
14,
16, and 18,
16,
Lordship.
and 18. Okay. Allowed.
Okay.
Yeah, please, Your Lordship. Item 28,
28.
yes, I have some problem physically. I'm not sure.
Today is a good day for adjournment. Yes.
Always.
Next.
May I please you, Lordship? I am for item number 29 and 31. Lordship, the engaged counsel is out of station. Lordship, kindly adjourn this matter for today.
29, 31.
Obliged.
Yes.
My lord, like to mention item number 17, my lord. May I pray for adjournment for the day only, my lord.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, please, Lordship. I beg to mention item number 22, Lordship. Here, my senior will unable to appear today due to his personal difficulty, Lordship.
Okay.
Lordship.
Yes.
Next.
Oh, please.
May I please, your Lordship? Lordship, item number 8, Lordship. This matter may kindly adjourn only for the day, Lordship. 8, Lordship.
Okay. One mistake after, maybe.
Item 2 or motion.
Right, please, your Lordship.
Just. Yes, how have you connected you yourself to your
My lord,
parents and grandparents?
my lord, the PS 33, my lord, voter list of 1985. His name has been recorded
33.
33. My lord,
Where is the opinion?
opinion at page, my lord, 85.
But those are different villages from
Yes,
earlier.
my lord, originally they are from, my lord, Hailakandi.
Yes.
And my lord, his father shifted to, my lord, Gulaghat, my lord. And he was, my lord, his name has been recorded in the voter list of Gulaghat district, 1985.
I see. না না একটু দিয়ে দিও একটা কপি আছে না না দুটো কপি আছে একটু জানো আছে দুটো কপি আছে দিছে দেখি ঠিক আছে হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ ঠিক আছে ইমান হ্যাঁ ঠিক আছে Yes, about the
Hello.
shifting, you were saying something.
My lord, regarding shifting, my lord, he stated in the WS as well as evidence in SIC and also, my lord, in deposition, my lord.
Where is the written statement?
Written statement at page, my lord. Page 68, my lord. 68. You know, the written statement, my lord, it is, nothing is there, my. Only, my lord, some documents are, my lord, annexed. But he's in his deposition, my lord, it is there, my lord. And he came to Gulaghat, my lord, and he worked in a house of a person, my lord. His son, my lord, he deposed as DW2, my lord. At this stage, record.
Essay, Ahmed, for the petitioner.
Lordship, though he has placed the voters list of 65 and 70 as his projected fathers, but there is no continuity after that to 1985 when his name
Father
is first
expired, my
appeared.
lord.
No, that's true. That's true, but still we'll have to call for the records and just examine how
Lordship,
it is.
at this stage, Lordship can call for the record. Yes, Lordship.
After one. Yes. He worked for the Home Department and Mr. H.K. Hazarika for the government advocate for the state. So, page number 2 is the page number 1 is the reference to the case number and tribunal. Copy the records, interim bail. In the period of 7 days from today.
SP Gulaghat.
For the to the satisfaction of
SP Gulaghat.
SP Gulaghat.
SP Border Gulaghat.
Huh?
SP Border Gulaghat.
SP Gulaghat, Border Gulaghat.
Item 3.
Meet the lordship.
How have you connected yourself to your father?
My only document is connected Panchayat certificate, lordship. Before taking majority, myself, my
Panchayat, you know the law laid down by this court. Panchayat certificate can't be a proof of.
my father's name appeared 1960s and 70, lordship.
Huh?
My father's name appeared in 1966 and 70, lordship, 1970, in page 33. My father's name is Usman Ghani.
Where is your land document?
My land document is lordship. In page 53, lordship.
50?
53.
53. And where is the opinion?
Opinion is page 77, lordship.
Ms. Verma, we are calling for the record because here the patta appears to be of 64. Same order, Mr. James Suleiman, counsel for the petition.
Lordship, he has made the advocate also as a party respondent 7.
Maybe to make allegation against him, but this is good. At least people have started to pinpoint their lawyer's mistakes.
Lordship.
Mr. Ali, you are also here in this matter. Okay, Mr. A.I. Ali, in the earlier order also mistake is mentioned. Case particulars is at page 1 and 2. Putting flag, 1 and 2. Okay, same order, bail to the satisfaction of
Bongaigaon, lordship.
SP Border Bongaigaon.
Bongaigaon.
7 days to appear. To take bail.
Item 4.
Yes.
My pleasure, Your Worship, my lord.
What is your best document?
My lord, documents where, my lord, the linkage document, she's a female proceeding, my lord. She was supposed to, my lord, reduce evidence of the concerned Gaubura, my lord. And she was allowed to even, my lord, produce. Later on, when that was declined, my lord. My lord will kindly have a look at page 54, my lord, annexure 8, my lord.
54.
54, my lord, annexure 8, my lord. The learned member of the concerned tribunal, my lord. She had allowed the proceedee to bring the my lord, official witness. It is the concerned Gaubura of her paternal village. Second paragraph.
Yes.
And shockingly, my lord, the next order, my lord, page 57, my lord. Order dated 16/8/2022, my lord. That was declined to be taken. My lord. Accordingly, my lord, the female proceeding, my lord, she could not establish her linkage, my lord. Although, my lord, she tried to, my lord, exhibit the concerned Gaubura certificate, that was not accepted, my lord. And she had custard vote from her matrimonial house, my lord, for the first time, not from her paternal house, my lord.
Where is your written statement?
My lord. Page 39, my lord, annexure 5, my lord.
But how, we don't know how do you present a case. Page 41.
My lord.
Page 41 says that the village Gaupura has also given a certificate. Now you say that the in trial court, this was rejected because there is no document exhibited.
I'll take your lordship, my lord, to the next, my lord, concern order, my lord, page, my lord, 57, my lord.
57.
My lord, annexure 9, my lord.
Yes.
May I read the, my lord, small paragraph? My lord?
Yes, yes.
Proceedee is present today along with her learned counsel. Case is fixed today for official witness. Though proceedee has produced one Gaubura certificate to adduce evidence, but on perusal of record, it appears that there is no any certificate of Gaubura enclosed or exhibited along with other documents in this case. Therefore, his evidence cannot be taken at this stage, and the Gaubura certificate which is produced today cannot be accepted. That was not accepted.
No, but you see in your written statement, page 41, you
Yes.
say that Gaupura gave you a certificate. Then in your evidence, why did you not exhibit
She was
it?
not allowed to produce, my lord. The certificate I have annexed, my lord. My lord will kindly see, my lord, page 20, my lord. She came, my lord. She went there all along with other documents and along with the Gaubura certificate. But she was not allowed.
Where is the evidence? Your evidence?
My lord. My evidence is at page, my lord, 46, annexure 6, my lord.
40?
46, my lord. Annexure 6, my lord.
Yes, where is that reference to your Gaupura certificate? It's not there.
Well, in the written statement I mentioned, my lord, but
No, no, no. You don't produce it and then say that the tribunal is wrong. You file it with your written statement, then you don't give it on your evidence, and then you blame the court saying that the court did not permit you. Because
well, it is admitted by the concerned tribunal that on the day of, my lord, when she was allowed to, my lord, exhibit the document, my lord, along with the official witness to adduce a witness, my lord.
no,
she was
you must
not-
you must adduce first. Then the other party will come and then say that yes, this is my document issued by me.
That was not
But it-
enclosed, my lord, on the very first day, my lord, and but on the day of fixing this, my
No,
lord,
no, we are
for
now
evidence,
reading-
my lord,
No,
she was
see,
not allowed to exhibit the document, my lord.
we have now read page 46
My lord.
and for this 46 to 48. There's no mention of that.
Regarding Gaura certificate, my lord, not
Your
mentioned.
evidence. This is your evidence.
This is
46.
my evidence.
Where is the reference to the certificate?
It's not your case that the tribunal heard you, then typed it out your evidence and then made you sign it. It's not your
Yeah.
case. You present your evidence, it is not there.
It is not the, my lord. The only linkage, my lord, is the my lord,
Evidence
concerned
was
government.
filed in 18 and he brings in the Gaumbura in the year 22. Lordship,
With the
without
per-
any notice to the tribunal. He has not mentioned it also anywhere that he
My
would
lord,
like.
with the
to-
permission of the my lord concerned tribunal, he brought the concerned government. He allowed.
Where is that reference?
My lord,
You have to first say that there is a certificate issued by so and so in support of
yes,
the
my lord.
evidence,
My lord, in the written statement, my lord, I mentioned, my lord.
in the evidence.
But in the evidence, my lord, yes, unfortunately, nothing was mentioned, my lord, in the written evidence. My lord. But in the written statement, my lord, that was
Where is the question?
rightly stated. My lord.
No point in blaming the tribunal the way he projected the case, Lordship. That's just not correct.
My lord, by
No.
Just tell us, in this tribunal, the principle of CPC applies.
it is applied, my lord, sometimes, my lord, we have seen, my lord, while taking the evidence.
Yes, what is the law,
It is
Ms.
applied.
Verma?
Lordship, there's a judgment of Justice B.K. Sharma saying that civil proceedings are barred from for the tribunal, Lordship.
It's not applicable.
It's not applicable because the judgment is very clear, Lordship. I'll just.
No, it's okay, we take your word for it,
Yes,
because we are thinking in a different line. We take your word for it, we accept it.
What evidence or negative is the rule is the same. So that's what the procedure made. Even on this, we continue the activity. Technically,
Ms. Verma, we're just thinking aloud.
Yes, Lordship.
If this procedural CPC is not not.
There is, can I read a paragraph, Lordship?
It's okay, we take your word for it.
It's a mixed kind of a thing. If I can
Please,
just.
please,
Lordship.
please.
This is in one of the matters which was decided by Justice Mia and Bothako, Lordship. Paragraph 22 says, in so far, contention of learned counsel for the petitioner that since the state did not raise any objection as to the filing of such certificate and marking of the same as exhibit, therefore the said certificate should be accepted as a valid piece of evidence at its face value. We are afraid we can accept such a sweeping contention on behalf of the petitioner. Under paragraph 3A, bracket 3A, then it's in bracket 3 of the Foreigners Tribunal's Order 1964. a foreigners tribunal shall have the powers to regulate its own procedure for disposal of the references expeditiously in a time-bound manner. Therefore, while conducting a proceeding, a foreigners tribunal has the power to regulate its own procedure. Paragraph 4 of the said order says that a foreigners tribunal shall have the powers of a civil court while trying a suit under the Code of Civil Procedure 1908 in respect of summoning and enforcing the attendance of any person and to examine him or her on oath, requiring the discovery and production of any document, issuing commissions for the examination of any witness, and directing the proceedee to appear before it in person. Therefore, applicability of the Code of Civil Procedure to a proceeding before the foreigners tribunal is confined to the 4 situations as enumerated in paragraph 4. A proceeding before the foreigners tribunal is summary in nature and having regard to the scheme of the foreigners tribunal order 1964, it will be too far-fetched to hold that detailed rules and procedures laid down under the CPC and practiced in the civil courts shall be applicable in letter and spirit in a proceeding before the foreigners tribunal.
We get it.
Yes, Lordship.
We get it. Now we are showing you something.
Yes, Lordship.
Again, 3A is there.
Yes.
We'll just pass it over to you.
Tribunal order to the 64.
You put in a flag.
Yes, Lordship. Party to appear. Before
3A.
the
Don't,
Yes,
don't read it loudly. Just
yes, evidence received.
now 4 you are aware.
Yes, Lordship.
The parameters of 4 of the foreigners order you are aware.
Yes, Lordship.
Now, if this particular application, this provision is not applicable,
Yes.
then the order of the tribunal would be incorrect. Because then there is no precedence that A will prove document 1 to 3, and B will will support the exhibits 1 to 3.
Yes, Lordship.
That will not be the procedure. Then I think we'll have to remand the matter back to give a opportunity to
There
the.
is another very small thing, Lordship. Tribunal is also has to finish this references a time-bound manner. Sometimes what happens, just to produce a document or to call a witness, at least 2-3 years go by. So looking into that aspect, I feel that the tribunal, after giving sufficient opportunity time, because this proceeding started sometime in 2018, reference is of 2012. So it went ahead with the proceeding because initially
That is one part. That is one part. But the other part is that citizenship is being lost. He has made a reference to the document in the written statement.
I just needed to apprise Lordship of
No,
this
you are right. You are
aspect
absolutely
also.
right. We'll call for the records first and then examine.
Yes.
About since you are making a statement about the delay and all.
Yes, Lordship,
We'll just-
it is evident from the opinion because the references of 12 proceedings started sometime in 18, Lordship.
Till then, my lord. Lordship will kindly provide me some protection, my lord, till then.
Okay. I will give that.
Lordship, this delay tactics is very common. In
No,
most
we
of the
understand that.
matters, we will.
Yesterday you told us that people, yesterday or day before yesterday, you told us that people have an ex-parte order, then come and then.
Yes, Lordship, this is happening. My friends, your Lordship will come across such matters. Ex-parte order passed, they come before this court, matter remanded back. Again declared a foreigner. Again, after 2 years, they come up with a review. So the same person is in this court for the last 15 to 20 years.
Mr. Z. Hamad, Council for the Question. Mrs. A. Verma for the Home. Mr. H.K. Hazarika for the Government Advocate, and Mr. A.I. Adi for the Election Commission of India. issue notice before admission. Page number 1 and 2 is the order and case number. All for the records. And bail of 5,000 to the satisfaction of
SP border Nagaon.
SP border Nagaon.
Right.
Give all those conditions, huh?
I'm deeply obliged.
Case number 5 for admission.
Ms. Verma and Mr. Sharma,
Yes, Lordship.
on this particular point on the order of precedence of examination of witnesses to prove a document, if we have any
Cited.
citations and precedents on the point, please also
Yes, we will.
apprise us of that. Please update us on that. Yes,
Make
Mr. Sheikh, what is your good point?
My lord, it's a contested case, my lord. My good point, my lord, 1966 voter list. 1970.
How have you connected it?
Certificate,
How have you connected it?
my lord. My father's name in 66, my lord.
Yes.
My mother's name with uncle 70.
Mhm.
And thereafter my name with my mother in 1985.
Mother's name is 85. Where is that voter list?
Lordship.
85, my
uh,
lord, page 18.
Point out to the father's name, Lordship.
18.
May he point out the father's name because there are too many names in the 66.
Ah, my
voters
lord,
list.
that I have stated in my written statement, my lord.
Which
My lord,
Okay.
in
Who
that
is he?
respect,
Who is
in
your
that-
father?
My lord, my father's name is Shona Sheikh.
Sona Sheikh.
Sometimes it is written as Shona, alias Moinuddin, Munnap Mondor. My lord, here, my humble submission before your lordship.
Hmm.
These people, my lord, illiterate people, enumeration is done and electoral registration officer committed these mistakes, my lord. Actually, sometimes my father's name is wrong.
That is, there should be a spread of education. Because I have one name. My brother also, what I know is one name. You also, we have never seen you, anybody calling you with another name. You also have one name. So why illiterate people have
But
many names?
Your lordship would be pleased to bear with me, even Honorable Supreme Court of India. In a case, my lord, case reference with not with me, my lord, I will, if your lordship asks me, then I will produce. That in Northeast India, that is Assam. Discrepancies in name and age in
No,
electoral.
no, that's
very
the
common.
discrepancy in name I can understand.
Yeah.
The spelling may be
Yeah.
Guwahati, G-A-U-H-A-T-I or G-U-W-H-A-T-I, Guwahati. Or Mumbai, for example, or Bombay. I can understand that much. But to have aliases, 1, 2, 3, 4 aliases.
In that case, your lordship, supposing my name is, the father's name is Shona Sheikh, alias Shona. What your lordship pointed out, that may be same. But how it will be Moinuddin? Shona cannot be Moinuddin. That your lordship pointed out. To that, my reply before your lordship is this. Whether father name of Shona Sheikh, Shona and Moinuddin is the same. We have to draw that analogy. That has come father's name, my lord. If father's name Tilly, my lord. Of what happened, my lord? In enumeration process, my lord. Nowadays, my lord, application is made on online, etc. Initially, my lord, enumerator goes sit in a particular house of a village. Somebody says the name, somebody says in this way, and it is corrected and voter list is prepared. And same is the condition, my lord, this is. Your lordship would be pleased to see son's age is similar with father. Sometimes it so happens. These things, my lord, is common in most of the voter lists, in Assam at least.
and mostly in rural areas. And that too, where these immigrant minority people live, mostly illiterate. Somebody will go sit in a village, sit in a house, and that person say the name and that will be correct, recorded. Nobody visited house to house. In this way, my lord, this incorrect voter list comes into existence. Now question will arise. Your lordship will point it out to me and Mr. Sheikh, why you did not fill up the form under the Representation of People's Act for correction of your name. To that extent, my lord, it's not possible. They do not know anything. Just their name is there, they casting vote, that's all. This is the situation, my lord. And my humble submission before your lordship, if difference of name and age is taken into consideration in proper perspective, 90% case will fail me, 90%. Because everywhere there is difference. Name and age, name and age.
Well, how the father's name remains the same?
My lord.
How-
My lord, father name is correctly written,
How?
so.
If,
Well.
if what you say that if they are
Well.
illiterate and whatever.
Sometimes, my lord, father name is also, your lordship, my grandfather's name, Moizuddin. Sometimes it is Moizuddin Munshi. There is also difference, my lord.
That, okay.
Difference everywhere, my lord.
One can find out, but
My lord, my humble submission before your lordship is this, my lord. That is to be considered definitely by the court of law regarding difference of name. But your lordship will consider that submission I made in earlier occasion also, my lord. Overall evidence, whether it can be assumed that he is citizen of India. Overall evidence. Some deficiencies is definitely there. In strict sense of the term, there is difficulty.
Lordship,
I do
in
agree
this
that.
matter, I request my friend to go by the voters list, pointing out the father and the mother. It makes it easy for all of us, Lordship.
Hello.
He may proceed, but he should give us the details right from the starting, Lordship.
No, my lord, I am answering to the honorable court what is asked for. If honorable court asks me to go to the voter list, I will definitely go because these are the documents I relied upon. I will try to satisfy your lordship. And another thing is this, my lord, in this case, my relations adduced evidence. Relation reduced evidence. And as per section 50 of the Evidence Act, Indian Evidence Act, my lord, relative evidence is relative,
Just a moment.
relevant, my lord.
Just a moment.
Obligation.
Just a moment.
Maybe these are the other sons. Mahima is the daughter. Very good. People say the mother father. Interesting way to himself. You have to show you like you know what you look about like. No continuation. Her husband is, her husband is, and then the partner and the same. Same name होगा क्या है? What is she? Devanda Kanchi, what does her husband name है? What is the explanation? Years, 85.97. The person is 66. 90. Right. This is no. अपनी 50 में से निकली अपनी 50 में से ये इसमें ना पड़ा ठीक है सही वो अपनी बाजारी रोल दो ठीक है सही itu tuh macam paling 97 to 01 kayak gitu sih in the right. Langsung itu di dokumen. Itu 2005 extra copy. Extra copy. Kamu mana yang mau 66 17. Itu pintu ini. Lordship.
You have gone through the tribunal's records.
No, Lordship, we haven't seen.
You go through it and then we'll take it up after some time.
Yes, Lordship.
My lord, may I pray that it may be taken at 2, my lord? But
No, 2 o'clock we have some difficulties because there are some administrative.
all right, all right.
We can fix it next week. There is no issue.
Yes, my lord, my Zoomer will be here.
No, we can fix it next week if you want.
Yes, ma'am. Let the record gone through by my learned friend.
No, because there's something we have to, since we'll be asking questions, we want
My lord,
how to read it.
next week, my lord.
Okay.
Date to solve it.
Lordship may fix a date, Lordship.
Yes, yes, yes.
Within us, stage.
Sixth. Both sides are represented.
My lord, interim order may continue, my lord.
To respond to the court queries that the state has fallen, the state council, we go through the trial court, the tribunal's records. Next for a list on 6/8/2024. Interim order passed away stands extended to the next date of listed. No, this is not required because of extension. Extension is not required. Sure.
Item 6.
May please, your lordship. May please, your lordship. Lordship, in this case, lordship petitioner declared foreigner who stopped 71 lordship. Lordship kindly case, count to the page 22, annexure 1. The name of the grandfather and grandmother of the petitioner. Name of the grandfather is Ibrahim Ali and then after my lord, page yes, my lord, then my lord, page my lord 24, annexure 2, brutal list of 1970. There has been named my grandfather, Ibrahim, my grandmother, Malaka, my father, Rahman, and Anwara is my mother, my lord. The brutal list of 1970, my lord. My father name along with my grandfather name is there. 66 and 70. 22 and 23, my lord. Ibrahim Ali, grandfather, and Malaka Khatun, grandmother.
Were they?
My lord,
Were they?
grandfather and grandmother.
Yes.
And my lord, page 24, 25, my lord. Brutal list of 1970. My grandfather, grandmother, and my father and my mother.
But this is a different village.
Village, my lord, not different, my lord. Probable Doloni, same village.
This is Habil Dolani.
Probable Doloni.
Habil. Okay. Okay, same place.
Then, my lord, after 1970, my father was expired. Voter list of 1985. Same village, my lord. Malika Khatun, my grandmother, and Sharif Khan, is my uncle, as well as DW2, my lord. He came and deposed. The procedure is my nephew, my lord, brother's son.
Eighty-five is grandmother, father and
Lord. 85, my lord, grandmother, Malika Khatun. Father expired, my lord, 1970. Grandfather also expired.
yes.
Sharif Khan,
Who is he?
the uncle, as well as DW2. And he came to the tribunal and deposed. The procedure is my nephew.
Okay. And who is next? Rupa Khan?
Next, Rupa Khan, my lord, uncle, son of Ibrahim, my lord. Ibrahim is my grandfather.
Hajira Khatun?
Hajira Khatun, my lord, aunt, like daughter of Ibrahim. Padmanu, my lord, wife of Sharif.
Okay. Nineteen
89, my lord. Ibrahim, Malika, Sharif, Padmanu, Rupa Khan.
Ibrahim is your father.
Father died, my lord, after
Grandfather.
1970.
Ibrahim is your grandfather.
My lord.
Ibrahim Khan, who is he?
Ibrahim Khan.
He is your
Uncle.
Yes, my lord. Ibrahim is my grandfather.
No, not grandfather. Okay, grandfather, huh? Grandfather. Yes.
Lord, then after voter list of 1997, Sharif Khan, the uncle, as a DW2, my lord. Then 2016, Sharif Khan, uncle. Then, my lord, voter list of 1997,
Just a moment.
petitioner.
Yes.
Lord, in the voter list of 1997, a petitioner name has been appeared along with her wife, my lord. His wife, my lord. In the year of 1997, marked as
No,
D, my
this is
lord.
not an exhibited document.
No, due to demark, my lord, we could not obtain the certificate.
No, you
That is
come to
why
the
it is not
exhibited
exhibited.
documents first and then come to
Yes, yes,
unexhibited
right.
document. Otherwise,
Yes. Then, my lord, to come to annexure it, page 36, my lord, Jawundi copy. My uncle's name, my father's name is there, my lord. The Jawundi copy. This is the exhibited document. The জবানবন্দি copy, exhibit number G.
Where is the opinion?
Opinion, my lord, yes, 89, my lord.
84 it starts, lordship.
It starts, 84, it start 88. Yes. It starts from 84, is 84, my lord. Page 90, my lord,
Just now, just.
other name is Rahman, my lord. Rahman. Yes, my lord. Voter list of 1970, my lord. Rahman.
We are not finding your name in this Javamandi, page 37.
No, no, Jawamand's name is not there, my lord. Father name is not come, my lord. The Jawamand, because my
Then how
lord,
do you connect yourself to your father?
father connect, my lord, my uncle and my father name is togetherly in the voter list of 1970.
No. That can't be.
My lord,
You see, you come to page 37, this is the Javamandi.
yes,
In this case, the reference was made in the year 1997.
yes.
So therefore, the family knows that there is an inquiry instituted against their
My lord,
one of their members.
Family members are.
No. Unless you permit me to speak out, you won't know. What is the court query? In 97, there is a reference, so your family knows that there is a inquiry made against you. In this page 37 shows that the order of the mutation of Jamabandi, in the name, from the name of your grandfather to your uncles
Yes.
was by order dated 29/9/2002. So therefore, there's no ground to leave you out, because this is not done as per this mutation order does not show that it is done as per any family settlement. Therefore, when your father is out, that means not a member of the family. Evidence of your uncle would not be sufficient.
In his written statement, he states he has a brother. The brother's name also does not figure in the Jamabandi lordship.
Is it?
Yes, in his written statement at page 57, if lordship may kindly come, and he has no voters list with his brother also. Page 57, if lordship may kindly come to page 57. That the OP's date of birth is 1/1/1968 as per voter list of 2016. They are one elder brother of the opposite party, namely Ismail Khan. And the opposite party has 6 children, so and so. So he has a brother, elder brother, whose name does not figure with any of his parents, uncle, or with him in any of the voters list. Has lordship found it?
Yes, yes.
And his emphasizing on his grandparents and uncles does not give him that connection, that linkage to his citizenship, or whether they were in Assam prior to 66,
my-
77, 71, 66.
Father was expelled in the year 1970, my lord. At that time, 1970.
After 19, it is written there.
Maybe
lordship.
1970 or 71, my lord.
Sorry, you to tell us.
It is
No,
your case.
Evidence, you said after 1970.
After 1970, my lord, it may be 71, 72. The earlier occasion, my
can't be
lord, there is
so-
no,
you
at
know,
that time, my lord,
it
there
can't
is
be
no
so
provision
vague.
of death certificate also, birth certificate also, my lord.
No, it can't be so vague.
Yes, my lord.
We are dealing with an issue which is citizenship.
Yes.
So it's not on the basis of any vagueness. Even if that is there, then you can't be disinherited. If your father died before the date of mutation, then the other family members would find a name in the Jamabandi. Because once you are excluded, there is a presumption that you are not a member of the family.
Neither Ismail, because Ismail's name also does not figure anywhere along with the family members' lordship. And this,
Moreover, my lord, one thing is that, my lord, that in the reference, my lord, totally blank.
No, that's okay.
A reference is a proof that my father name is so and so. There is a
No.
mention.
see-
Imanuddin, son of Rahman.
You see, we have our own views. When we pen it down, we'll write it there. What is our point of view in that reference? You please sit down, have your consultation with your senior, and then tell us.
So
Sit
Gavur has come and demonstrated.
Sit down and take consultation, and then address us again.
position also have gone through. I can take lordship to that also.
No, let him complete. Let him
Yes, lordship.
have a satisfaction of addressing us. You consult with your senior, he is gracious enough to give you an opportunity.
But the whole case is based on the reference. Your lordship has to give a equal importance about what is the reference. And how the learned, the then Deputy Superintendent of Police has forwarded without application of mine, the reference is blank, but let it go to the tribunal. In the reference, my father's name is there. Can they travel beyond the reference? Reference must be incorporate everything that I came from Bangladesh. Who mentioned nothing else? That they so casually they have done it. And moreover,
We'll pen it down when we give our opinion on this issue.
yes,
But the fact is that when under section 9, the burden is on you, how do you discharge that burden?
well, I appreciate the in section 9 that it is my responsibility. I have brought Gavura has come, he deposed before the court tribunal that I am the daughter, son of this such and such person. That is also an indication has been established that I am the son of. Here regarding your lordship has pointed out very rightly regarding the mutation matter. Why my father's name was left out. But, whether will that things depart me from citizenship? Suppose I have got no property even.
Then the question is different, but you have, your father and grandfather had a property.
Yes, but
Then-
I might have been, my name has been excluded by the family, maybe. But your lordship will find that my grandfather's name
That's for
and
you
my
to
father's
take
name
it
is,
forward.
my lord.
That fact that you were left out is for you to bring it in evidence. At some level.
Yeah, I was just thinking, because you see, here there's a unique situation where the names are so very common.
Yes, name is,
The names are very common, and
Yes.
since the name is common, maybe even in my friend circle, there are two Ibrahims,
Yes, yes.
and the surnames are very common. Two people may have the same second name. So therefore, we are trying to identify you with your projected parent and grandparents. You make a claim that his name is X. So it's just trying to find out whether the name X is consistent or not. But then comes the issue of being aliases. Okay, we admit we do not take it so seriously for the time being. The village is also same. Your address is the same.
Yes.
Then why disinheritance? If you want to take instructions, you take instructions and address us next week, but there's something I have to explain.
But,
Because you
my
see, the
only-
reference is in 97.
Yes, yes.
It's a 2002 document. So nobody would like to be excluded when there is a risk of being declared as a non-citizen.
In that event, may I pray that let the local authority verify this?
No, verification is not possible. If you can get in some instructions and addresses, that is totally different. But to have a fresh investigation done now, we'll turn the
It is
clock
like
back.
a delay.
97 clock will turn back to 97.
True. That is also to be
So
considered.
we can just give an opportunity.
But
to
at the same
assist.
time, your lordship is very, I have seen that very seriously you are dealing that is a question of citizenship. We should not, we must consider all the aspects.
You see, it's a question of citizenship. We are just trying to be sure we are giving an opportunity to everyone
exactly.
to make their submissions. But
other documents I think will help us.
No, you present your case. We are not stopping you.
Other documents regarding my voter list, my lord, chronologically has come. That my grandfather's grandmother, then my father, then my uncle, who deposed before this tribunal, that he is my son of my elder brother. Naobura. And my mother, my lord, though she has filed it, but before coming to the tribunal, she expired. That's why she could not, that cannot be considered, though it has been filed in the tribunal.
If you look into the Gambura's evidence.
Yes.
You see the cross. He was working since 1984. Page number 77.
Yes, madam. I am a Gambura of village Boradi and Barakul and Khagrabari under number 2.
In which
I
year
have
second party's father expired, I can't see.
মই বৰাবাৰী সিং গাঁওবুঢ়া ইনচাৰ্জ গাঁওবুঢ়া মোৰ চাৰ্জ নম্বৰ 2 মই আজি আদালতৰ পৰা সমন পাই সাক্ষী দিব আহিছো এক্সিবিট 2 মই দিয়া প্ৰমাণপত্ৰ আৰু এক্সিবিট 1 মোৰ সহি মই দ্বিতীয় পক্ষক ইমান খানক চিনি পাওঁ দ্বিতীয় পক্ষ বৰ্তমান বৰাবাৰী গাঁৱত থাকে তেওঁৰ পিতাৰ নাম মৃত ৰহমান খান আৰু মাকৰ নাম আনোৱাৰা বেগম বাই দি গভৰ্ণমেণ্ট প্লিডেড মই ভুৱনেশ্বৰ বেলচাৰী আৰু গৌৰমাৰী আৰু গৰৈমাৰী পথাৰ গাঁৱৰ চাৰি গাঁওবুঢ়া মই 1982 চনত এই গাঁওখন গাঁওবুঢ়াই হৈছো আৰু 2015 চনৰ পৰা মই ওপৰত উল্লেখিত গাঁওকেইখনৰ ইনচাৰ্জ গাঁওবুঢ়া হৈ আছো মই দ্বিতীয় পক্ষৰ পিতাকৰ কিমান চনত মৃত্যু হৈছে মই সঠিককৈ নাজানো মই দ্বিতীয় পক্ষৰ 1997 চনৰ ভোটাৰ তালিকা চাই এই প্ৰমাণপত্ৰখন দিছো মই 1919 চনৰ পৰা ৰেজিষ্টাৰ মেইনটেইন কৰিবলৈ আৰম্ভ কৰিছো
So the certificate is issued only on the basis of the voter's list.
He has said that I am the son of this man.
Personal knowledge is not there.
Personal knowledge is not there.
He does not also depose about the name of the father.
He does not say that his father lived in that village. That
Sir,
his parents lived in that village. He did not
দ্বিতীয়
say
পক্ষ
that.
ইমান খানক চিনি পাওঁ তেওঁ দ্বিতীয় বৰ্তমানৰ বৰবাদী গাঁৱত থাকে তেওঁৰ পিতাৰ নাম মৃত ৰহমান খান আৰু মাকৰ নাম আনোৱাৰা বেগম
They were residents of the village to which he was a Gambura. OP is a resident. Petitioner is a resident that he has mentioned. We are trying to understand what is the effect of this evidence.
He also said that on the basis of the voter list I have given this certificate.
Exactly. But he's maintaining his register from 2019 only. Register, normally, Gambura is supposed to leave it on the basis of
Records.
register and other information available. But his register is from 2019.
My lord, he is very honestly submitted that he has maintaining
Is that-
2019.
He is just thinking aloud.
Yes.
Telling an opinion. Just thinking aloud. When you have a register, this deposition was made in May 2019, 29th of May 2019. He says from 2019, I am maintaining a register.
Yes, yes, he said like that.
Whether in the register the name of the petitioner is there or not. Nothing. How you have given the certificate on the basis of the voter list? Is any certificate necessary for that? It is already apparent. in the
My lord, on the other hand, from the government side, there is nothing suggestion, nothing of that. Government advocate was represented duty.
Therefore,
He could have said,
what my elder brother said, it's a matter of citizenship. Not only the petitioner, but we also have to be.
exactly.
So the evidence of the Gambura is only to that effect, that I have given a certificate looking into the footage.
My lord, with all respect, my lord, I feel that efforts have been made by the petitioner to bring everything, my lord. You're not really, they are the rustic people, what they knew, what suggestion has been given the local lawyer.
Not even questioning the efforts put in. We are trying to understand how does he connect himself to all the others that he says is available. His uncle, his brother, his mother, his father. How does he connect? Where are the relevant documents? His father expired after 1970. See, this after 1970, if you see, is stated by all. By him, by his mother, by his brother.
Your mother also expired, my lord.
Mother also expired.
That's
But
why
even the-
uncle came, my lord.
Even the mother in her deposition says he expired after 1970. Some tentative information.
And then you see,
Yeah, my lord, I admit, but there is lacking many things.
but Mr. Biswas,
Yes, my.
now a new story has come in. Somewhere I found that there is a reference to a stepbrother. Now, if there is a stepbrother, there must be a stepmother. The stepmother must be having a voter list along with the father. That again is a missing link. Stepmother. What's it? Stepfather.
She married again.
Mother married again.
Mother married again.
Married, okay, second time. Okay.
Mother married again.
Okay, okay. Okay.
So there is a gap. You have to bridge that gap.
Well, maybe we are lacking some connecting more with more visible way. But somehow when we have been able to establish, maybe it may not be absolute, but regarding the other, the continuity of the voter list,
You are only establishing
on
some kind of a presumption, which is not based on anything. You're trying to establish a presumption. You are saying, I am so and so. He is my uncle, he is my grandfather, he is my brother, step brother. There is no document to show in that land document. There's no explanation why the name of your father or the legal heirs of your father are not available. There may be a reason. There may be a reason that it got separated or there was some dispute or something. But that document cannot connect you. That document only establishes the existence of the other relatives. It doesn't connect you. Subject to correction. This is what I feel.
Same thing. Yes, Ms. Verma.
Lordship, we have already seen his WS where he has mentioned about his brother, but the brother's name does not come along with the grandparents, father, or him, the siblings. And the 97 voters list which he is referring to, Lordship, where he has been marked D, there are also no names, and that's an extract copy which was never exhibited before the tribunal. That's an extract copy, and that is not an admissible piece of evidence, Lordship. And again, the father's name, his father has 4 aliases: Rahman Khan, Rahman, Rashman Khan. Whichever document has suited my friend, he has put that document to show that he is his linkage with his father, projected father, Lordship. It does not inspire any confidence, and the documents are all basically on the grandparents and uncle, nothing to show his existence, Lordship. And though he is 51 years, his name ought to have appeared 30 years back with his, if his grandfather, father and mother and elder brother were there, his name ought to have appeared 30 years back in any of the voters list, which is missing all through, Lordship. And my Lordship has looked into the Gaupura certificate, that is also not on basis of any records. Mayor submitting documents.
Yes, please. Submitting.
Lordship, I would like to refer to a citation of just mere submission of documents and pick and choose of documents does not grant him the citizenship, Lordship. Will you just give me a moment to get back to that?
So,
And
number
Gaupura certificate-
one, you are doubting it because the projected brothers
Yes, Lordship.
and others, other names which are disclosed in the written statement are not with the petitioner in any of the voters list.
It is not there,
Okay.
Lordship.
Neither with the petitioner nor with the
Nor
projected
with his
parents.
family, but all the grandparents, uncle, nobody has mentioned about him. he himself has mentioned in his WS about his elder brother, but he has no supporting document to show that his elder brother and he or his parents are together in any voters list. So, and even then the Gaupuras.
Yes. That decision may not strictly apply here because of the fact that he's not only exhibited the documents, but he's also referring to the contents by saying that the projected father or grandfather or someone is there. Now it is your submission that there is a gap because of the fact that the projected siblings and other members of the family disclosed in written statement do not match. So there is a attempt to show it that these are photo, what do you call the voters list of 1966 or 70 and the names, one or two names, there is a father and projected father. So he has made an attempt.
Even the Gaubura has said that his father's name is Rahman, not Rakshman. If Lordship comes to the Gaubura's deposition also, Gaubura has said Rahman. And just take Lordship to the Gaubura's.
No, here what happens is that this is something we've all had experiences. It is when the court writes the deposition.
Yes, Lordship.
At times, these mistakes occur, and the witnesses, at least in my experience, I've I've only seen two witnesses reading it and then giving their comments on the noted. In my experience, as I was there, only two cases in those so many years of 21 years that witness did read and then tell the court that it's not there. And in both the events, there was a huge quarrel. Because of the fact that the witness refused to sign it, and then the court was not accepting that it made a mistake. So those things are there.
Gaubura's certificate will, as it is not stand because he has not given it from any records, Lordship.
No, that's okay. That we accept. But let us see this deposition of DW3, where you said Rahman.
DW?
Gaubura's evidence is DW3, I believe.
Yes, Lordship. It is at page. Page 77, Lordship.
Yes, Rahman Khan.
The last on note, Lordship, the last line, his father's name is late Rahman Khan and his mother's name is Anwara Begum. Then in cross, I am the Gaubura since I am working as a Gaubura since the year 1982 and from the year 2015. I am a Gaubura of the above mentioned villages in which year the second party's father expired. I can't say. I have issued the certificate to the second party after perusing the voters list of 1997. And that 1997 voters list is again an extract copy.
No, that's okay. But you see, you compare it to page 44.
Yes, Lordship.
Page 44 is that certificate of the Gaubura. Here it says Rahman. So there's a mistake perhaps in the recording by the tribunal. Page 44
Yes,
is Rockman.
that he must have picked up from the voters list because
Oh,
he.
whatever is there,
Yes.
we are not,
And-
we are not on that, but this Rahman and Rockman.
This minor discrepancy can be, if lordship wishes, can be overlooked lordship, but apart from that also, his linkage with his father, along with his sibling, in any one voter list lordship. Even if the father passed away, his name would have been there lordship. But he has nothing to show any linkage with his father, any document, any voters list, anything.
Voter list is there. The one voter list is there, where the grandfather, me, my uncle.
No, no, I'm talking about the petitioner and the and his father.
petition বলে গেছে যে বাপ মরে গেছে petition বলে 3 বছর গ্রাউন্ড স্কেল থেকে দিল পার্সেন্ট অফ রিলিজন মেশিন দেখতে
Lordship. Lordship.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I've got no.
Lordship is fixing it up again. Lordship, I would just like to refer to one paragraph of a judgment, which was a recent one, Lordship. We are constrained to observe that a mere claim by a suspected person, by referring to a voters list claiming a person therein to be his father, is not conclusive proof, and that by doing so, the person has discharged the burden that he is not a foreigner. That this is because there is also further requirement to prove that the person who is reflected in the voters list relied upon is actually the father of the person who makes the claim. The claim will have to be substantiated with further materials acceptable in law. I will, Lordship, this is WPC 2370 of 2023, decided on 9 WPC 2370 of 2023, decided on 9/6/2023. And Aziz Mia, AZIZ MIYA, alias Mohammed Aziz Mia. I'm referring to paragraph 14 here, Lordship. Fifteen, 13, 14, 15 days. Lordship, we have a more detailed one on the same lines, Lordship, which is, may I just pass it out or read it out, Lordship?
We'll pick it out because
Yes.
then both will have to.
This is of 2019, it was decided, Lordship. Although
Yes.
Section 9 of the Foreigners Act, 11 question,
This is WPC, just let my court master record it.
yes, WPC 7.
Just a moment, let him go. WPC
7317 of 2016,
7317 of 2016.
decided on 22/1/2019.
2019. Name of the petitioner?
Petitioner is Musammat Hazara Khatun, MUSST HAZARA Musammat Hazara Khatun, wife of Muhammad Abdul Huda.
Okay. Now, which paragraph?
Lordship, paragraph 11,
Yes.
11, 12, 13 and 14, 15 also.
Yes. Please read the relevant part.
Yes. Paragraph 11, Lordship, although Section 9 of the Foreigners Act of 1946 provides that the onus of proving that the proceedee is not a foreigner would rely upon such person, notwithstanding anything contained in the Indian Evidence Act 1872. But in order to understand the concept of burden of proof, we may still rely under the concept of burden of proof as provided under Section 101 of the Indian Evidence Act of 1872. Section 101 of the Evidence Act provides as follows. Whosoever desires any court to give judgment as to any legal right or liability dependent on the existence of facts which he asserts must prove that those facts exist. Paragraph 12 is the concept of burden of proof as provided under Section 101 of the Evidence Act is that whoever desires the court to give any judgment as to any legal right or liability dependent on the existence of facts which he asserts must prove that those facts exist. In the case at hand, under Section 9 of the Foreigners Act of 1946, the existence of facts which would be required to be proved by the proceedee is that the concerned person whose name appears in any of the aforementioned public documents or the documents relied upon by the proceedee alone is the lineage of the proceedee. Paragraph 14, as a corollary, any evidence being let in discharge to such burden of proof which would indicate the lineage of the proceedee to a person merely having the same or a similar name as that of the person appearing in the public documents relied upon, in our view, would not be sufficient discharge of the burden of proof to establish the existence of the fact that the person named in the referred public documents constitutes the lineage of the proceedee. In order, paragraph 15, Lordship, in order to discharge the complete burden of proof, the nature and the purport of the evidence must be such that the lineage is established not only with respect to the person whose name appears in the public documents relied upon, but at the same time rules out the possibility of it being linked to any other person having a same or similar name. I'm relying on this one and the first citation which I have passed to Lordship.
Okay.
Lordship may even take down paragraph 17, Lordship. It is about the GP secretary certificate. Gunjan, because it's not on records. Contents of it tonight. Paragraph 17 and inner paragraph is 16 and 18, Lordship. The last one which I'm referring to is of Lordship Rupajan Begum versus Union of India, reported in 2018, 1 SCC 7579. Paragraph 16, Lordship.
Okay. This will be
And it may be permitted to submit some judgment by Monday to the court master.
Oh, by Monday, if you can just give the citation today also, it will be over. Because
We have to go through that, so you have not brought out those things.
Okay, Monday. Then we are fixing it on Monday. Also, they represented the matter is but in part on the prayer made by Mr. S.C. Viswas, counsel for the petitioner, list on Monday as part and matter. Yes, Mr. Sharma.
The impugn notice is page 55, madam. The operating part, page 56, madam.
Yes.
The operating part from record it appears that Obi tried to project Siraj Ali as her father, whose name recorded in exhibit number 1 and 2. These are the voters list of 1966 and 70. The village such as with the name of Siraj Ali and Kanchan Bibi and Pasan Ali is recorded along with Jamil Nasa Samsur Haq. According to OP, these are the names of father, mother, brother, and brother's wife. To establish linkage with her projected father, OP relied upon exhibit number 3. Exhibit 3 is stated to be Gaon Panchayat certificate issued by secretary. Marjala certified that Siraj Ali of the village Usungar Char, part 3, and she had married to Abdul Majid of village Majirla Notun Char, shifted from village due to flood at present resided at a village Sademaris Sankar Gola. OP failed to examine the author of the certificates. That is correct. Before the tribunal which contemplates its record, therefore, this certificate has no evidence of it. In exhibit 4, her name is recorded with her husband Abdul Majid as village. Exhibit number 4 is a voters list of 1985. Village Sedamari, Sankargola under PS Chogi Gopal. This is voter list of 1985. The age of OP is shown as 32 years. Therefore, her name ought to have been recorded prior to 1985. Though the OP stated that during 80-81 she had shifted from Sungarchar Part 3 due to erosion and therefore going by age, her name enlisted in voter list 1985. OP failed to prove her pleadings with reasonable evidence. Actually, 5, 6, and 7, her name is recorded with her husband. These are translated copy of voter list in respect of year 1997, 2011, 17. Translated copy. Then Exhibit 8. Next, Exhibit 8 is a Khiraj Patta of some land. OP claims that her father had landed property at village Osangchar, where her father's name is recorded as Siraj Ali Sheikh. In this document, name of Patadar is Siraj Ali, son of Abdul Sheikh. Exhibit number 1 to father of Siraj Ali was Sabdul Devani and Sabdul. OP failed to prove that Siraj Ali, son of Sabdul, and Siraj Ali, son of Abdul, are the one and same person. There no relation can be placed on Exhibit 8 and 9 in computerized copy of Jamabandi, though OP claims that her name is recorded as Patadar in place of father. OP has not stated anything in her WS that her name is substituted
as brother in place of her father. It is well settled law that material fact has to be pleaded in WS, OP therefore failed to discharge as burden. So exhibit number A is regarding that electoral photograph. So this is the judgment, Your Honor. According to this judgment, considering the entire materials on record, the discussion made above, I am considering that the constituents of OP is not trustworthy at all, and OP has miserably failed to discharge her burden in section 9 of Foreign Act to prove that she was born through genuine Indian parents and such acquired citizen by birth. Later appears that OP, namely Sureja Khatun, wife of Majid Ali, such entered India and Bangladesh illegally subsequent to 25/3/71, and hence she is terminated foreigner.
You are referring to this land document,
My lord.
page 20.
Right.
What is the relevancy of this document?
My lord, this document, my lord, it shows that my father, that is Siraj Ali. His name was mutated in the revenue record as legally of his my grandfather Abdul Sheikh. This is mainly problem with Abdul Sheikh and Sabdul Sheikh. Somewhere his name is written as Abdul and somewhere Abdul. That is the main doubt in the
What is the name of your father? Siraj.
Siraj.
Which Siraj?
Siraj is number 10.
10. Ten is Surya Khatun. Which is the serial number of your father Siraj Ali? Is number 2.
Page 23, madam.
No, this page 20. I am at page 20.
Page 20.
Your father's name is Siraj Ali.
Siraj Ali.
His name is at serial number 2. Struck off. Straight Siraj Ali Sheikh.
It is page 20, my lord. Page 21, my lord. Page 21, my lord, sir. Number 10, Surja Khatun. That is
No, we are coming. We are still in the fathers. After father, will come to the daughter.
Yes.
So we are still at father. This father is
Siraj Ali.
Siraj Ali, number 2. Abhibhavak, Pita,
Sabdullah Sheikh.
Abdullah. This one Abdullah.
Sabdullah Ali.
Sabdullah.
In this here it is written Sabdullah. Sometimes it is, somewhere it is Abdul, somewhere it is Sabdullah. It's Sabdullah.
This land document, the Jawandi is of which year? Can we know from this page, document at page 25?
Page 25.
Is this land document is the Patais of which year? Or the Jawabandis of which year? Can we find out from this document? No.
That is earlier when the documents were handwritten, at the time they used to write Jawandi of survey such and such, they used to write. But in this the computerized record, they are not writing it, madam. That is main problem. Previously, we used to get it in handwritten Jawandi, madam.
Any other document to connect you to your projected
My
father?
lord, my lord, can kindly see this exhibit number 20, my lord, huh? Exhibit number, page 20. Page 20, my lord. It is Siraj Ali, son of the applicant, some Sadullah Sheikh. And then same persons, same legal heirs, Siraj Ali, son of Abdullah. So these are wrong, names are wrongly recorded in revenue records. That is the main problem.
No,
Yes.
that's
Siraj Ali, son of Abdul Sheikh. In page 20, page 25. man. So actually Sabdul, yeah, doing somewhere they write Abdul, somewhere they write Sabdul.
no.
That is the
You
main
see,
problem.
there's another way of looking at that. This, from the opinion,
Hmm.
it appears that the reference was made in the year 2003.
Hmm.
Therefore, when this mutation orders were passed, it was passed in 2017. So whether it is wrongly written or rightly written, you don't know, but this attempt was made to, this in 2017, it must have been written as per your disclosures.
No, my lord, the name of my predecessor, my lord, name of my predecessor, Siraj Ali, Avivavakul Pita Abdul Sheikh. In page 25. Same Siraj Ali, son of Sadullah Sheikh. So name are they are writing name. Other legal heirs are there. In both the Jawabandis, legal heirs will found the same similar legal heirs.
Except for this document, any other document you have to show your
Then
commitment?
actually earlier we did not have the Khatian class, but subsequently we have obtained Khatian. Lordship can see subsequent documents also. Those are there, my lord. The subsequent documents at page 59, my lord. It will be available to see page 60. It is untranslated copy. Page 60. This old chitha, my lord. Old chitha is there.
This page 59 does not
No,
appear to
my
be
lord.
exhibited document.
But it is unexhibited document, my lord. Page 60. That was not exhibited, my lord. But regarding those pattas, my lord. Those patta and darks, my lord, is there. Is number 25. Patta number, it is regarding page patta number 26. Page 60 is regarding patta number 26. Here also. Innas Ali, Siraj Ali, Daraj Ali, Samar Ali, Jinnat Tayyab Ali Sheikh, Pita Abdul. Huh? These are very old documents, my lord. It shows that somewhere it is 1969. Other signatures show that it is 1969. And in this document, my lord, page 63. There are 63, 64. Page 64. So there's some are the signatures of pay of 1969. 69. It is an old document, not new document.
Okay, let us see what the Dharma says. Yes,
Lordship, I'm trying to find out when the father died, Lordship. Can you tell me when the father died? Because we need to find out when the father died. As per the circle officer's report, Lordship, there is no mention of this land. The past history is not there. Who was the owner of the land, Lordship? It is just mutated, and in the last line it says
which one, which page?
page 18, Lordship.
18.
18, the circle officer's report on the right-hand side, Lordship. Order says,
No, that's what we asked. That's what Mr. Sharma replied. You see, when we had this handwritten Jamabandis, we had the year of its the Jamabandi. Now it is what you call this
whether it is
computerized.
my
The year does not appear because in the last case also this Jamabandi was there, but the year of the Jamabandi does not appear. So therefore, we don't know actually when the entries came into that. But but the presumption is when there are two names and are struck off without any remark in the column, that means they are the first names in the Jamabandi. That is a presumption.
when this land was purchased, I'm trying to find out that because this
No,
order
those
is of
entries earlier
2017.
were not there. Those entries were never there in the earlier Jamabandis in the state of in the 5 districts.
Lordship, can we ask the government to check it up once whether we can
So
get
do it. You can do it.
Yes, Lordship.
You can do it. Because you see the second entries which come into the Jamabandi, they have this remark that why their names were entered. But the first names, you will not find in the Jamabandi any explanation how these names come. They just say there is a pata and therefore these names appear in a Jamabandi. So normally in the first names, we take it for granted that they are the first settlement holders of the land. It's always a rebuttable presumption.
2017 is the circle officers, they can become legal heirs only when the father passes away.
No, you see what happens is that there are
Mutation.
two things. Number one, under the Assam Land and Revenue Regulation, there is a requirement that within 6 months of the death, you inform the government and then this takes place. But supposing it does not, somebody does not do so, the death is not registered with the revenue officer within a period of 6 months. But there is no provision by which anything is there is any what you call consequence of not being done. So the title can't go away. Once there is a title, the title will not extinguish merely because the clerical act of not being recorded is not done. Because then what the flip side of the things are that every few years there is a settlement operation, and it's a requirement of law under the settlement rules that there should be a what you call I forgot the word, it's Jarif at the site. So they go there with the alternate land records, and then at the site, whoever is found in possession, their names are recorded in the chitta and thereafter entered. After the settlement operation is over, there is no objection. Then those names, supposing X is in the land of A, but there is no other claimant who doesn't come and make the objection. So after the notice is made, then then these names after the settlement operations are entered in the records. This is how the things are.
Lordship, the petitioner, when she filed this case, she was 68 years in 2019. Today she's over 70. So it is important to know when the father passed, Lordship. Otherwise, we will never know if this Jamabandi, if this land was procured later on or before the proceedings, Lordship.
No, make an inquiry.
We can ask instructions from the government to.
But we are not
find out
saying
this.
anything in the order. We are just adjourning it. We are just adjourning it. We are not recording it.
CD can have something 10 years back, 12 years back, just saying that I do not know when my father passed away and she's inheriting his land. She may not know, but her siblings may know because there are 5, 6 of them.
No, no, you see,
In her written
It's just-
statement, she has brought
we-
in the name of 2 of her brothers also,
we- we
Lordship,
just-
whose names figure in the mutation list.
we'll come back to this point.
How can you say? No, brothers, no, nothing to me that. It was very weird. I will either go your birth certificate 90s or birth certificate 17 में देते police interview देता है अरे location of the birth certificate. Lordship, I would just like to make a small point, Lordship. When the mutation certificate is applied for, death certificate has to be given.
No,
The
you
circle
make the
officer,
inquiry. We are not preventing that inquiry if you want to do so.
circle officer will have to have the next of kin and death certificate to have the names mutated, Lordship. 17, 25 was also the best use.
Okay, we may not express our views on that at this moment. But you can make an inquiry. We are not preventing that. We just adjourn the matter.
Commission is that matter. At least they should see to know us that when the father died, because then only we can carry forward. Otherwise, it is their personal knowledge.
No,
we
no,
use
no.
every time.
You see, because you see these things will be available in the record. When the orders are passed, the revenue.
It is his case. He has to prove his citizenship. He has to bring in the
No, no,
records.
we are not recording anything in the order sheet. There is a reason for that. Because it opens a Pandora's box. Because then again at the writ petition stage, we make it a precedent that these inquiries can still be made. There we have some
This
reservations.
information should come from the petitioner's side, Lordship. When she's claiming Siraj Ali to be her father, when did her father pass away? She's 70 years old. Some tentative time, 20 years, 30 years, this year, that year.
No,
Just saying, I
see.
do not know, that means she's not his daughter only. She's just
No,
using
no.
the document.
Let us say that this is a proceeding where he does not want to disclose for X reasons. He does not want to disclose. But then can the court in a writ petition pass an order to them to disclose, because then it is an inquiry which it is done at the behest of the court. That leads to a situation which is.
We are not asking for an inquiry, Lordship. Can the government advocate can
Yes, yes.
get this complete
Yes,
records
yes,
of this,
definitely. We are
mutation?
permitting you. We are permitting you, but we're just adjourning it. We are not putting it, the reason is
Yes,
not spelled out in the order
Yes,
sheet. Because then it leads to a opening of a Pandora's box.
Yes.
Something to facilitate the government advocate because Dibu,
No, they'll be able to do it.
Not necessary.
Mr. Hazarika, I don't find him,
Yes, yes.
he can't assert himself.
we
Yes.
will get it, Lordship. When Mr. Pahang says we'll get it.
But then we are in difficult.
Yes, yes. It may.
5,000 applications will come that we want this inquiry, that
Yes,
inquiry.
yes. No, my lord. Actually, we don't want inquiry, my lord. Only actually what.
No, do it. You make take an effort. We are not preventing that. We are not coming in the way. But we are just adjourning it.
Can't even suggest.
Yes, yes, definitely.
We have our own thought process on that.
Yes, yes.
Lordship will take it up after 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago.
No, I think you'll need more time because then you are having this 15th August. Nothing will happen. We are giving you 1 month's time.
Yes.
Shall I get
Extra copy, one extra copy can start to my lord.
You give an extra copy
No,
of the writ petition.
One-
And you have, if you have a date of the death of your father, please share it then. That will be easier.
Then everything becomes easy, Lordship. Instructions to लिखी भी है ना? लेटर लिखी है, we write a letter.
But I'm just thinking aloud. Let us presume. I'm just giving an absurd suggestion. Now let us presume that the mother or the father of the petitioner is still alive, and they got it mutated. Correct?
They cannot get.
No. I'm just suggesting. I'm giving an absurd suggestion. But what this suggestion is that the father of the petitioner is still alive, and to make out a case before the tribunal, they have got the land mutated in their name. But then the question is there any objection by anyone that this could not have happened? There is no cross-examination on the point. There is no nothing. He is not confronted with all these things that it is done illegally and illegally. So the question would again come, because you see, it's the state which has presented a case for which the verdicts are that at the writ petition stage we should not examine anything more. No new things can come in. So therefore, even if that comes, how far we can take that cognizance of that will again be something which will have to address us. That's why we said we do not want to disclose many things.
What we wish to know is something very basic that ought to have been in the written statement. It is not there. Written statement is also very vague. She is at the age of 60. She is getting her name mutated in her father's property. She left that village because of erosion. And again,
No, she left her husband's village because of erosion. That's what we understand.
written statement is she moved to her husband's village in 1885.
And husband's village, then they shifted due to floods. That is the certificate.
That is in
It's with the next photo number.
no. And her name figures only with the husband, and that too at the age of 32.
No, you
17
see,
years
if we-
after she shifted with her husband.
If we come to this Assam Land and Revenue Regulation, it will be another chapter. You see, what happens is, in the initial parts, you will find alluvial and diluvial soil. So what happens is that, supposing there is a land of A, which has been taken away by a flood, it's not there. But when it revives again, then again this man whose names are already mutated, he will have a right, indefeasible right in respect of the Pata land. So therefore, alluvial, diluvial soil, the right of the parties to that. So even if the land is there and she shifted, then also if there is a land, she has a title, and that can't be extinguished. So we are not going into those chapters because that is more purely
Get
academic.
some more information maybe from our
The
side.
more academic.
Agent Koi said.
All sides are duly represented on the joint prayer made by Ms. A. Verma, Learned Standing Counsel for the Home Department, and Mr. H.K. Hazarika, Learned Government Advocate, to enable them to obtain instructions from us. The matter stands adjourned today. List after 4 weeks on a date to be fixed by the office.
आपका फोन नंबर दे दीजिए उनको चाहिए. Give us two copies, one is to the SP, one to the government advocate.
May I please? In this case, Lordship, basically, we have challenged this order, Lordship, on one ground, Lordship. Only one ground, Lordship,
Yes.
for your Lordship. Lordship, kindly see the page 21 of the records, Lordship. The LPS report, Lordship, at that time, we have not annexed with the writ petition, Lordship.
Yes, page number
21,
21
LPS report. On record,
of the record.
yes.
Yes.
Here, in serial number 1, the name of the petitioner Rustom Ali, address village Tiki, PO Nirola, father's name Refas, date of birth 1/1/1953, and place of birth Lordship Diki, that is under 47 Senga Assembly constituency, Lordship. And others column, Lordship, other columns nil, Lordship, that is not filled up.
Yes.
Other column not filled up, Lordship. Presuming, Lordship, for a moment, if we presume that, Lordship, verification was done, Lordship. Even, Lordship, pursuant to that LBS report, I am citizen of India. Because I took birth, Lordship, on 1/1/1953 in Indian soil, that is 47 Shanghai Assembly constituency, Lordship.
This place is where Digi, where is he? Where is this Digi?
It is under 47 Shanghai Assembly constituency, Lordship, under Barbata district. Except this, Lordship, LBS report, nothing on record, Lordship, about on what ground petitioner was suspected to be an illegal migrant, Lordship.
How do you say that? Because Digi is something somewhere in Pune.
Lordship, on the top, Lordship 2, the electoral registration officer, 47 Sangha Assembly constituency. The verification was conducted by the electoral registration officer, Lordship, RFC, Lordship, and it is in next page, Lordship, annexer B. That is clear, Lordship.
Dighi is also there in Bangladesh.
Lordship, this is in under 47 Sangha Assembly Constitution. There is annexer B may be seen, Lordship.
It was in Balancing district. Okay.
Lordship. Rustom Ali.
I hope you have read your brief.
Lordship.
I hope you have read your brief.
Yes.
Look at your evidence on affidavit. You don't say you are born and brought up at Dighi.
Yes, Lordship.
You say that you are born up at Nirala.
Yes, Lordship. That is right.
Then,
Then.
even if
Lordship,
the
LBO is not conducted properly. They never visited my house, never asked any questions. Whatever in their mind, they written down, Lordship. They never asked me, Lordship.
No,
Never
you
approached me.
you are claiming benefit of the LBO report that you were born at Dighi in one.
No, Lordship, they have wrongly
150.
mentioned, Lordship. They never, we have stated in your written statement, they never visited my place of residence, Lordship. And moreover, Lordship, in which period I am suspected to enter into India, that is not also mentioned. 66 stream or 471 stream, Lordship. Lordship, Tribunal, Lordship, prima facie request to satisfy itself about the existence of main grounds, Lordship, before issuing notice, Lordship. That is missing, Lordship, in this case. And the reasons of suspecting me, that is also not available on records. They never examined any persons of that locality. This violation of paragraph 98 of the Muslim Mandos judgment, Lordship. Lordship, we have 3 judgments, Lordship, of our High Court, Lordship, including your Lordship's bench, Lordship. Very recently, Lordship, the Supreme Court also passed a judgment, Lordship, wherein this point was also reiterated, Lordship.
You find nothing on record to show that you had questioned this before the tribunal. When you got the opportunity, you're not taking that. In your written statement, you don't take the plea. Which page is your written statement?
Page 35, Lord.
We don't think you are making out a case.
For the merit of the case, also some
Okay,
deficit there.
you see, the privacy, we have to be satisfied.
Yes,
You
sir.
see, in 1997,
Yes, sir.
the LVO goes to village Dighi.
Yes, sir.
You say that you are born in village Nirala and and this IO did not, this LVO did not go to your house. LVO signs this report at Dighi. He finds you at Dighi. In your written statement in paragraph in one paragraph, you have stated that you have shifted to Dighi.
Para 9, Lordship.
Para 9, yes.
Yes, sir.
So you shifted to Dighi.
Yes, Lordship. He
So
is
therefore in Dighi, he found you, and
Yes.
then he finds no document, and then he's referred. So
at that time, Lordship, when the reference was initiated, Lordship, at that time he was resident of the key.
you don't give any dates.
Yes, Lordship.
Where you are silent if you have the, if you have.
That is
if you
not
knew the
mentioned,
dates.
Lordship, but he mentioned that he shifted from Initially, Nirara Nonke,
No,
he born and brought
Mr.
up
Zakat,
Nirara Nonke, then Bishpani.
Sir, notwithstanding the previous judgments which you have shown, you see, if you don't get the date, you don't give the dates, you don't give the reason of shifting, how will we ascertain what is right and what is wrong?
Lordship, at this stage, Lordship, I am the manner the LBO conducted the inquiry, Lordship.
No, that's okay. You see, we'll comment on that when we find merit in your own case. That Dighi, you were available in Dighi.
Yes, Lordship, at that time I was available.
So when you were in Dighi and could not produce, please tell me in this form what else you will write. Give us a suggestion that in the form, what would he write? The LVO, what would he write? Supposing you are the LVO,
Yes.
then what would you write in that report?
Lordship, suppose he not produce any documents, also how LBOs must be recorded. Some person's Lordship signature, his presence must be shown, Lordship.
Persons would not
On that
know.
day he was conducted or not, Lordship.
Persons would not know. You see, let us assume something that one proceedee is caught just outside the High Court gate. Now you are a chance witness when he was being arrested. Now, what do you say when this man is arrested and brought as a foreigner? You are the chance witness. No other witness is there. So now, tell us what would be your evidence. You won't know anything. As a witness, witness is not supposed to know anything. What will he tell? And what will the police record? Is this one part? Second part, if you don't want to give evidence, the police can't compel you. They can't arrest you in a foreigner's case, take you to the police station for not divulging the correct statement. For that, you can't be arrested. You may only be charged for not assisting the police in investigation, which is maximum a fine of, I forgot, earlier it was 200, I think now it is 500, is the fine. There's no other penal provision to compel you as a witness. So therefore, if the witness is not examined, can you say that no crime is committed?
Lordship. In this case, Lordship, Lordship,
Let us say somebody goes to the police station, gives an FIR that in the Lattersil field a dead body was seen. It does not say anything, whether it was a male or female, a time, date. It doesn't say anything. Just writes one line in the FIR. They have just seen a dead body in the Lattersil field. Now, what will the police do? Will he not accept the information and we start an investigation? Now, for example, there is a huge debate going on that a witness to a motor accident claims tribunal should not be compelled to give his name, address. The government is encouraging that anybody who has witnessed an accident should just report to the police. And if they don't want, no name and addresses will be recorded. It's coming in the newspapers also. At time to time, these advertisements come. Now, supposing somebody saw the motor vehicle accident, reports it, and police does not record his name because the witness does not want his name to be recorded. Then what happens? There will be no death declared. There will be no amnesty case. But that can't be the idea of the law.
in MSCT case, Lordship.
No, I'm saying about you see, a law as a whole. I'm not targeting MSCT. I'm not targeting criminal investigation. I'm not targeting a foreigner's investigation. I'm asking a general question.
Lordship, in Assam, Lordship, thousands of people are there, Lordship. If notice issued and asking them to ascertain their citizenship,
but
they
you
will
have
not
given-
able to establish
But
their
you have given
citizenship.
particulars.
And
You
LPOs
give no particulars.
and
In your written statement, please tell us what are the other particulars you give.
Lordship, my
You
case,
just refer to the voters list of 6670.
Lordship.
You don't give any particulars. You don't even deny that on this 97, there is a date when the LVO went to your place. 1997. 1997, you don't state anything in your written statement. You must first make a foundation to show us a judgment that this is what is required to do. You see, asking you,
Lordship, date of birth, Lordship, we see referred, Lordship, in serial number 1 on 1953. Even then, Lordship, I am Indian citizen. Assuming it is true, Lordship. I born in the Indian soil, Lordship.
you don't say so. You say contrary to that. You say you are born and brought up in a different village. So the LBO report goes. You can't take advantage of this report. You don't even say in your written statement that you were born in India in 1153.
I in my Lordship, Nirola non-K, Lordship. Nirola non-K. I have mentioned, Lordship. In page 40, para 3, Lordship. Thereafter, petitioner shifted in different places, Lordship. Bispani, Digi, and finally settled at Alangamari, Lordship. If your Lordship kindly allow me to read out 3 paragraphs of Supreme Court's Lordship judgment, Lordship. I have copy referred, Lordship. Para 34 may be seen, Lordship. Para 34. May I read, Lordship? Para 34, page 36. One copy. However, the question is that does Section 9 of the Act empower the executive to pick a person at random, knock at his, her, their door, tell him we suspect you of being a foreigner, and then rest easy basis Section 9. Let us contextualize this to the facts at hand. The original point of inquiry is the SP Border Nolbari's direction to the Sub Inspector Dotto.
Mr. Sarkar, while you are reading this paragraph
34.
34,
Yes, Lord.
please tell us this section 9 has been interpreted by I believe a larger bench of 3 judges,
It's not.
and they have given a verdict as to how section 9 should be dealt with.
Yes, I
So
don't know,
how,
Lordship, but
why would this paragraph 34 be binding on us? Why it would be a binding precedent for us in view of the larger bench decision of the Supreme Court of India? Section 9 has been interpreted.
in this manner, Lordship, interpreted, Lordship.
No, you have to tell us because you are raising an issue. You are raising a point that section 34 has criticized the power of section 9 to pick up a person. But section 9 has been interpreted by a larger bench and said
So
that
far,
section
so
9.
far I found, Lordship, from this.
No, that's
judgment,
okay. No,
the state, they have to prima facie satisfy the ground, Lordship, for issuing notice. That is discussed, Lordship. Burden section 9 will come after, Lordship, once they founded the case thereafter, Lordship. In this manner, Lordship, so far my understanding, Lordship, there are 34, 35, and 36.
no, please tell us. You see, these issues were not even addressed by the before the court. It was not raised, but we are asking you a question when you are saying that this Foreigners Act is, according to you, act carrying civil consequences or a criminal consequences.
So this is partially civil, partially
No,
criminal.
it's only civil. Criminal is not there because there is no punishment. You are just extradited to your own country. If a person is held to be a foreigner, then he's extradited to his own country. That's all. So it's not a penal provision. To send back a man to his own country of origin cannot be a penal provision. Penal provision is that you are serving a sentence, either by way of a fine or by way of a punishment imposed. Therefore, according to us, subject to correction, how do you convince us? The Foreigners Act is a act having civil consequences. Now, in a civil, when you have raised this issue, please tell us, in any civil law, have you come across the power of a police to go into a separate country and do the investigation to find out? Number one. Number two, in any of these laws, can there be a compulsion to a person to answer in a civil consequence? Let us say that there's a suit against A, saying that he has occupied my land. The defendant B, he is not compelled to answer. If he does not answer, he gets a decree against him. But there is no compulsion to answer. In a criminal proceeding, except for circumstances where 106 of the Evidence Act is applicable, the accused has a right to be silent. This was never placed before the Supreme Court of India. Now, please tell us. We are not criticizing anything. We are not criticizing the judgment. Please don't take us that we are criticizing the judgment. We are just saying, we are asking you a question. So, if there is a civil consequences without any compulsion under the Act for you to make a disclosure, Section 9 has been interpreted by this court and as well as the Supreme Court, saying that the burden lies on the proceeding to give the answer. Now, that burden will not shift. After you discharge that person, the onus will shift on the other side to rebut. But the burden remains there.
Paragraph. The Muslim and judgment lordship in para 98 lordship. To what extent this is explained? I am reading for a moment, lordship.
Yes, I think we'll continue some other day. We have some administrative work to do. There's a the Moricon jail.
Morrigan.
Accordingly, list the matter of 5/8/2024. Please make a mention in the morning. Take it up.
Obliged.
Okay. Yes,